Hey everyone, it's Amanda with Shadow Radio. I'm here with Brett. How are you doing?
I am doing great. I hope you're having a great night.
That is great. Alright, so at Haunted Osborne trailer, my first question I have to ask is, what was it like documenting evidence at the residence?
Well, first off, the Haunted Osborne trailer was our first residential investigation on the channel, which really means a lot to us to be able to go up into someone's private property and investigate. Not just that, but have the ability to document it, be able to use anything we captured on our channel was another great aspect about it. And it's a turning point for our channel. And to start out the season on top of it, we started off with a residential, our first residential on the channel. I think that's another huge thing for us.
I couldn't agree more with you on that. It was awesome. So the next question I have for you, do you anticipate doing more resident investigations in the future?
Yeah, I have to say I do anticipate more residential investigations in the future. I think it's one of those things, depending on the case and everything,
Right.
There's definitely a lot that goes into it, and
For sure.
we really appreciate people reaching out to us and asking us and stuff like that. So, I think we're going to involve a couple, at least try to get a couple every season. And, those are the ones that we can actually document and put out
Right.
on our channel, because there are some that we can document but we can't put out on our channel. So.
Right. With that question, can you elaborate what the person would have to have for you to be able to determine whether you guys will investigate there or not?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that legally, but also not just that. We have them fill out some paperwork after determining whether or not we would go to investigate that location, and depending on what is happening at that location. And we would ask that they kept a journal or document any sort of evidence that they have had,
Right. All right. So the next one would be, what was the atmosphere there like?
The atmosphere at the Haunted Osborne trailer was definitely, at first, like when I first got there, before Trey was even there, I did a walkthrough, and I was sort of setting up, figuring out how we were going to set up for the night, because it's a small area, don't get me wrong, and it's just, there ain't a lot to it, and I wanted to cover all the area. I wanted to make sure equipment was being tested and used. This was the first investigation of the season that I wanted to put on the channel.
Right.
Because it was our first investigation of the season,
True.
So I would have to say the atmosphere was feeling a little weird, though, in the back room of that location. I just got this off feeling. And then it seemed like every time I turned my back, something would happen. Like a ball would go off. The ball in the living room would go off. The ball in the hallway would go off. The light would go off. Something would happen. But the REM pod was getting a massive hit. And the EMF on my way back to the back room to start the night. Sort of like, I think it was part of what I'm telling you, like setting up and stuff. I took the EMF meter out and I decided to start recording just to check some stuff out, and I got a huge spike when I was heading back to that back room. And the craziest thing about it is there's no power on at this location, so there's no electricity to this location, no power poles even close by, no conductors, nothing like that,
Right.
And it's putting out spikes. It's spiking it. It's almost pegging it. It's the biggest spike we almost got. And then I I continue to go to the back room, and I get this off feeling. And then
Can you elaborate on that?
it was just like something was in there with me,
Okay.
but it didn't want me to know where it was.
But it was like watching
But
you?
it was watching me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was watching over my shoulder type deal, or behind me.
Right.
It didn't feel like it wanted to be in front of me, you know.
Right.
But yeah, the atmosphere was just other than that, the atmosphere just felt homey, I guess, a little bit homey.
All right. That sounds fabulous, actually. What was the craziest thing you captured there?
I would have to say there's a section during the investigation where I'm like, well, I'm gonna go over to the gas station, and because it's the convenience store in that town, and I went and checked out the gas station and got something to drink, and probably about a good 20 minutes, I would say, I was there. Left the standstill running and started getting action on the standstill to what sounded like a disembodied voice and what sounded like footsteps to a chair moving. And I'm talking like footsteps like boots going across the floor, and then a chair sliding out from either, like, you know, like you pull a wooden chair out from the table, you know, and you drag it across the floor. That's what it sounded like. Well, the kicker is the only chair in the house was an office chair with rollers on it.
Oh, okay.
So that sort of, yeah. So I caught that on the standstill while I was at the gas station. I thought that was just crazy.
That is fabulous. Like, that would have creeped me out.
I mean, you can even hear me come back on the episode. You can hear me come back. I made sure to leave that in there where I'm coming back and the door slams to the car and I open the door and announce that I'm there.
For sure. So you guys went live on TikTok for this one, right?
Oh yeah, we did go live on TikTok for this one. Yeah, there's episodes this season. We'll be going live on TikTok, and just for like an hour. It's to allow people to be able to experience it who don't watch our YouTube channel, who follow us on other platforms, but can't really get over to YouTube or navigate YouTube, or don't have the time to navigate YouTube, and they're flipping through TikTok, Facebook, all those things. We're able to go live on TikTok for an hour, and there will be a couple investigations we do that on, and maybe some that we extend that hour out, just depending on the activity we're getting. So if you guys haven't yet, we're on TikTok also, so you can go over there, make sure follow us on there and pay attention, because we do live videos throughout the season where there's a couple places that we're definitely going to be going live for at least an hour, and we would like to have you guys a part of it. So
That's fabulous. I will be sure to keep in a lookout for it and cheering you guys on. Well, with that being said,
oh, another note though I wanted to say about the live feed was the reception at this place was not good. So our live feed for that video ended up turning a little bit bad because of the buffering of the internet, and we obviously can't control that without there being power there. There's no internet there, and the town that this location is established in is not the greatest for reception in general. And so I think Trey and myself had to like almost go to the edge of town to get good reception. And, you know, with that being said, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let us know that you're enjoying the content, and not just that, but don't forget, like I said in that one video with Amanda earlier this season, leave a comment, tell us what you thought, or ask a question about that video, because then Amanda can ask me that question or ask Trey that question, or, just answer that question in general on another one of her podcasts, and she would greatly appreciate it. So, we hope you guys enjoyed the content, and stay tuned next week as we investigate the Villisca Axe Murder House. We hope you guys all are a part of that experience.
And with that being said, thank you, Brett, for doing this interview with me. And I will be talking with you guys after Villisca Axe Murder House.